Welcome to this presentation on kitchen hazards and prevention. In this session, we will cover common kitchen hazards and the safe work practices you can adopt to protect you and your co-workers from injuries. Kitchen hazards can lead to injuries. Therefore, it is important that as food handlers, you are aware of some of the common hazards in the kitchen area. Poor housekeeping in the kitchen can lead to accidents. Reduce the risk by making sure your work area is free of hazards. You can do this by performing a risk assessment to identify hazards and put in place control measures before starting work. Maintain good housekeeping system in the kitchen. Good housekeeping keeps the kitchen clean and clutter-free, minimizes hazards, and reduces the risk of accidents and injuries. Here are some good housekeeping practices you can adopt. Keep surfaces dry and oil-free. Wet and oily floors can lead to slips and falls. Repair leaks and clean up spills immediately. Cordon off the affected areas until they are rectified. Uneven floor surfaces can lead to trips and falls. Report broken tiles or uneven surfaces to your supervisor so that they can be repaired. Cordon off the affected areas until they are rectified. Keep walkways free from obstructions, especially at and near emergency exits. Obstructed walkways can cause trips and falls and hinder the use of emergency exits. Keep walkways clear of obstructions. Hot kitchen equipment can lead to burns. Exercise care when handling hot equipment and wear proper PPE. Store knives and sharp objects safely away after use. Knives and other sharp kitchen tools can cause cuts. Exercise care when handling sharp tools and return them to their proper storage location after use. Store flammable materials properly and safely. Put heavier items on lower levels of a shelf. Here are some tips to keep yourself safe while working in the kitchen. Place and store knives and sharp objects safely after use by returning them to their racks. Do not leave knives around. Always attend to the cooking on the stove. Unattended pots on stoves can lead to fires. Turn off the stove when it is not attended to. Keep kitchen walkways tidy and free of obstructions to prevent slips and trips. Dress appropriately to protect yourself in the kitchen. Wear a kitchen hat or hairnet, chef's apron, and covered non-slip shoes. Clean up any spills on the floor as soon as possible to prevent slips and falls. Use proper equipment like step platforms or step stools to safely access items placed out of reach. Never climb onto unstable objects or overstretch to retrieve items out of reach, as this might result in falls. Always adopt proper postures when handling heavy objects manually. Ask for a co-worker's help if the object is too heavy to carry alone. Always inform your supervisor if you spot any hazards, such as cracked flooring or stray cables. Prompt action can help prevent incidents. Sharpen knives using a secured knife sharpener instead of a rod sharpener to protect your hands from cut injuries. Always use the hand guard and remain focused when using slicers. This prevents cuts and injuries. When handling hot items from the oven or stove, always wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, like long-sleeved oven mitts, or use proper tools such as tongs instead of your bare hands to protect yourself from burns and scalding. Let's take a moment to review what we have learned. Can you spot the hazards in this picture? Nice work! Remember that as food handlers, it is important for you to be aware of the hazards in your work area and ensure adoption of safe work practices. Watch the video to learn more about safety tips for working in the kitchen. This video provides a visual guide to common kitchen hazards and how to prevent them. Remember, the kitchen can be a safe work environment if you adopt good workplace safety and health practices. If you see anything that can pose a risk, inform your supervisor. Safety starts with you.